My name is Jacob Schaefer, and I'm Certified English Language Arts 8 through 12. Good teachers provide students with a learning environment that addresses diversity, embraces difference, and promotes tolerance. Before any teacher can create such a classroom, they should be aware of their own personal bias and make sure that they don't project that onto their students. When a teacher can gain insight to their own personal beliefs and acknowledge areas that can be sustained or adjusted for the teaching environment, they become good teachers. Without a little extra effort on the teacher's part to help students understand these differences, it can lead to bias and prejudice. A key aspect to classroom management is to keep students motivated by encouragement, goal setting, and meaningful curriculum. While classroom goals have their place, it's imperative that students set their own individual goals. If students have personalized goal-setting strategies, they're much more able to be motivated and achieve at higher levels because they're interested in things that they plan themselves. This works best because teachers and students can create goals together and set them higher and higher. Lesson plans should be exciting and innovating. Teachers should be eliciting a desire to learn with meaningful activities, not simply drilling concepts. This type of innovative curriculum is what motivates students to learn and to encourage others to do the same, creating an entire community of learners. Make sure you have your discussion questions out for The Story of an Hour by Kate Chopin. It is Chopin and not Chopin, but even though I said that all day today. It's okay, it just makes you sound a little bit different. What does heart often symbolize and represent in poetry and literature? Yes, ma'am. Oh, please say your name so that I can remember it better.
Paula.
Paula.
And it's love.
Love. Definitely love is one of it. Yes?
Charms.
Charms. Sure.
Luana, it represents life.
Kevin.
Definite life. Life and love for sure.
Avery, strong emotions.
Definitely. Those are all perfect.
The circulatory system.
Emotions, love, whenever you break your heart, it's because somebody did something to emotionally make you distressed. But really, if you broke your heart, you'd be dead. I think that's a silly phrase. All of that comes up here, but that's besides the point. Yes. So now that we know what a heart symbolizes, would it be important that Miss Mallard has a heart condition? What does that mean in the story?
Maybe she's not able to love or feel emotion.
Wow. Yeah, that's somewhat. That's a little extreme. That's a little extreme.
Based on means that she could be fragile emotionally.
Fragile emotionally. We're getting around. We're beating around the bush. Yeah.
Tyler, maybe she has complications in her emotions.
Ooh, I think that is dead on. I like that. Yeah, it's very complicated. Because you guys have already read the story, you know that she does love her husband and that he loves her, but she has this feeling of repression throughout the whole story. That's what it's all about. And it's hard for her to wholly commit to this marriage because of this feeling of repression, because she doesn't get 100% freedom. What does Mrs. Mallard's initial reaction to the news say about her feelings towards her husband? I kind of gave it away, but...
That she really doesn't like him.
Doesn't?
Yeah.
What does she do as soon as she finds out he dies? Yeah.
She only wept once.
Okay. Well, let me go back here.
Come on, man.
Let's reread this passage where she hears it. She did not hear the story. This is right after she hears it. She did not hear the story as many women have heard the same, with a paralyzed inability to accept its significance. She wept at once with sudden, wild abandonment in her sister's arms. When a storm of grief had spent itself, she went away to her room alone. She would have no one follow her. So how do you think she felt about this guy? Yes?
I think maybe she maybe loved him a little bit, but she mostly depended on him because in that era, wives depended on their husbands more than anything.
Okay. I'm just gonna take what you said first and pretend you didn't say anything else. Just kidding. Well, it's kind of nuts. No, she really did love him. You were right. You're right. She did love him, obviously. She did like him. It wasn't any problem that she had specifically with him. It was the problem of how things were supposed to be in marriage at that time. Explain Mrs. Mallard's change in moods in paragraph 10. I'll read it here for you. When she abandoned herself, a little whispered word escaped her slightly parted lips. She said it over and over under her breath. Free, free, free. The vacant stare and the look of terror that followed it went from her eyes. They stayed keen and bright. Her pulse beat fast, and the coursing blood warmed and relaxed every inch of her body. Tell me about that, Yen.
It's showing her excitement that the reality is like with her, that she is now completely a widow and free.
Yeah, she's really pumped up. That sounds like an adrenaline rush to me. She seems like she's
Want to go outside? And
Yeah.
run around these trees. Oh man.
High fives.
Let's buy something that guy.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Oh, it's sad though. That's all she looked like. She never really had any of that. Like, she's been stuck in the house, so like it is big.
Sorry. What are some indicators throughout the story that signify the time period?
The use of me?
Yes.
The use of telegrams.
Telegrams, yeah. How impersonal must have that been? How impersonal must it have been to get a message that your friend died over telegram? Like, beep, 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 your friend died, beep, beep, beep. Like, wait, are you sure it was beep, beep, both beep, or was it beep, beep, bot beep? Because I don't know whether it's alive or dead right now. The other class said that they wanted to know what if they did LOL back in telegram, like, was it beep, bop, boop? Beep, beep, beep. Oh. Now, why is it appropriate? Why is it appropriate that she's compared to the goddess of victory, Miss 90? Yes, ma'am.
How victory, like freedom, and like freedom means like she won freedom sort of.
She won. I died. You died. I didn't. Ha yeah. No tombstone. He's gonna have a second place trophy. Yeah. Always be number 2. Dramatic irony is when the reader knows something that the characters in a literary work do not. What is the dramatic irony at the end of the story? Now, let me set it up. She goes into the room, sad, inconsolable. Comes out a little bit optimistic, kind of feeling good about things, actually feeling a lot of good about things, thinking, my life's about to really improve. I'm super excited about it. She goes down the steps, boom, Brinley comes in. She dies. And at the end, it says, when the doctors came, they said that she had died of heart disease, of joy that kills. What is ironic about this?
Joy usually. Raise your hand, please.
Who's got tentative hands? Yes.
Okay.
She was just kind of saying that like how like she's felt so much freedom from her husband.